Have you ever wondered about the life of Hazrat Khadijah, R.A., the first wife of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH? Who was she before she became a significant figure in Islam? Let's start by jumping back to the year 555 CE. Hazrat Khadijah, born into a powerful family in Mecca, soon grew up to become a force to be reckoned with in a society that was largely dominated by men. She was not just any woman of her time, she was a successful businesswoman, an entrepreneur who managed her affairs with commendable acumen and grace. Her business ventures spanned far and wide, crossing the borders of the Arabian Peninsula. Her reputation of dealing fairly and honestly earned her the respect of her contemporaries. Despite the societal norms of the time, she broke through the barriers, carving out a name for herself in the world of trade. She was a woman of substance, a successful entrepreneur in a society dominated by men. Hazrat Khadijah, R.A., was not just a successful businesswoman, she was also the first person to accept Islam. But how did that happen? Well, it all started when Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, received his first revelation. He was in the cave of Hira when Angel Jibril appeared to him, conveying the divine message. The experience was overwhelming, and the Prophet, filled with fear and confusion, hurried home to Khadijah. She, seeing his state, comforted him and stood by him. When he narrated the incident, she did not react with disbelief or skepticism. Instead, she believed him instantly, becoming the first person to embrace Islam. The first to believe that there was no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. Her acceptance of Islam was not out of blind faith, but a testament to her unwavering trust and belief in the Prophet, PBUH. In times of doubt and fear, she stood by the Prophet, PBUH, and became his pillar of support. Hazrat Khadijah, R.A., wasn't just the first to embrace Islam, she was also one of its greatest supporters. But what were her contributions? Well, her contributions were numerous and significant. Khadijah, R.A., was a wealthy businesswoman, and she did not hesitate to spend her riches for the cause of Islam. She financed the early days of Islam, providing resources for the propagation of the newly born faith. Her wealth was used to free slaves who had embraced Islam, to feed and clothe the poor, and to support the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in his mission. During the boycott of the Hashemites, a period of extreme hardship and isolation for the Muslims, Khadijah, R.A., stood resolute. She shared the burden of the boycott, enduring the pain and suffering alongside her husband and fellow Muslims. Despite the hardship, her faith never wavered. She provided moral and emotional support to the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, during these trying times, reinforcing his resolve and standing by him when others turned their backs. But her contributions were not limited to material support alone. Khadijah, R.A., played a pivotal role in the spread of Islam. She was one of the first to accept the Prophet's message, and she used her influence to advocate for the faith, spreading the message of Islam to those within her circle. In essence, Khadijah, R.A., was a pillar of strength and support for the early Muslim community. She was a beacon of faith, standing firm in the face of adversity. She was a benefactor, using her wealth and influence to support the cause of Islam. And she was a believer, demonstrating through her actions the true essence of Islam: compassion, generosity, and unwavering faith. Her selfless contributions laid the groundwork for the spread of Islam. As we recount her life and her services to Islam, we are reminded of the strength and resilience of this remarkable woman, and the profound impact she had on the early days of Islam. Hazrat Khadijah, R.A., passed away in 619 CE, but her legacy lives on. But what is that legacy? In the wake of her passing, Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, was deeply affected, losing not just his wife, but a confidant and a pillar of support. This year was aptly named the Year of Sorrow. Yet her influence didn't end there. Hazrat Khadijah's R.A. faith and dedication to Islam, even during its nascent stages, set a precedent for all Muslims. She was the first to believe in the Prophet's PBUH message, demonstrating courage and steadfastness that continues to inspire. Today, she's remembered with reverence and respect. Her life is a testament to the significant roles women can play in religion and society. She is often referred to as Mother of the Believers, a title that signifies her immense contributions to the early Islamic community. Hazrat Khadijah, R.A., a woman of strength, faith, and generosity, left an indelible mark on the world of Islam.